Okay, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evenings. You guys are based on different locations. Okay, so let me first introduce myself. I believe that inshallah this training will be a very good training for all of you guys, and you will learn a lot today to help your businesses move in the right directions. And tomorrow we will have more additional training on digitalization stuff. So let me introduce first myself. My name is Sayyid Naveed Hussain. I am from Pakistan. I'm an industrial engineer by profession. I am also executive MBA in marketing and finance. I have 16 years of experience in plant operations management, lead multiple businesses for startups and lean manufacturing, work in the big multinational like Procter& Gamble, Honda, Mondelez, and Obic investment groups in 6 different countries like UK, Nigeria, Morocco, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. I have been engaged in the business excellence program since last 12 years, implemented integrated work system for PNG, ILCSS for Mondelez, WCOM, Opicon manufacturing excellence programs. I have been leading the WCOM program since last 4 years as a head, and managing digital transformation since last 2 years as well. So this is brief about me as experience. Before I move to now, going back to the most important and the biggest pain of every single business is the TDC, cost and benefit. Every business is spending a lot of money, and what is happening in our traditional way, the most companies used to do in the past as well, is that we said, okay, we say we have a loss or we have a KPI, and we want to just go 10% down to 90. And we need some actions for sure. So how this action should be defined? So what we were doing, wishful thinking. We were saying in the old traditional ways, which I was used to do as well, that we used to call for the people, guys, we are suffering very badly with our business in terms of very high cost. We want you guys to do the brainstorming, come up with some good ideas, which you can, with some good projects, which we can invest on or we can do to help improve our cost. And these systems was working. Yes, some losses were being eliminated because people were doing finding out some opportunity, because obviously when the people are running the business, they know the problems in the business, so they can come up with some idea. But this is not a better way, because this can only wishful thinking. You are thinking that this there is a loss, and I feel this loss, I will have the impact. Because if you don't know what is the impact of this loss to your cost, if you cannot quantify the project you are defining here to attack, to achieve this KPI, and you don't know the magnitude, you may be delivering this project, but you may achieve only 5% improvement. You want to make sure that you really achieve your target. So you need to make sure that you have a right approach to understand your losses. And that's why we need to have a structural forum to understand our total business costs, all cost buckets, okay, to understand from top, to help us to improve our company bottom line and top line growth. Okay, so this tool, which I will explain in more detail in the cost driven model, will help you understand your real and hidden cost drivers. Okay, it will help you to be competitive, to deliver your customer expectations, your consumer expectations at the lowest cost, because consumer always want to produce buy a product at the lowest cost possible. So how you make sure that you keep reducing your cost to either increase your profit, or you transfer this savings to your consumer with a much cheaper product, to be more competitive in the market, to get more top line business growth in terms of better volume. Or if you don't want to transfer the benefit of saving to the consumer, you just help your bottom line saving, which means that you help your profit. You get the business profitable, more profitable. So it is a systematic way for the cost reduction. It helps us define the right cost target for according to the right spend pool, which means that the right cost brackets. It helps us to focus on the right opportunities for the cost reduction. Everyone in the organization owns some part of the cost, and it helps us link all the activities in terms of what we are spending and what is the benefit of whatever we are spending. Because in TDC, what are our biggest costs? Let me go to the explain that. Next slide. So if you cannot measure you cannot control. So it's extremely important that you know very well about your total costs and what are your biggest cost drivers, because what are your biggest pain in terms of the spendings. So what you need to do to reduce these pains. Okay, so you need to make sure that you know what you want to basically do so that you can control it. So a simple point that every business has sales, which in sales you have a big chunk of a cost and profit. Okay, so you want always this to go down to have this to go up if your net sales are constant. Clear? So you always want to increase your earning. So it's exactly earning before income tax and deficit. Sorry, this is not expense, this is earning basically, not expense. So you want to always increase your earnings, okay, by reducing your costs. If your sales are constant, or if you do that, you are increasing the sale, then you are having different profit margins. Okay. So now what is the breakup of our costs? Every business has a cost. Okay, total cost in which you have a cost that add value, which is, for example, material cost, whatever kind of material we are using, packaging material or raw materials. Okay, so they are value adding materials for us. Okay, and there are always some costs which are non-value adding, and there are some costs which are semi-value adding. So for example, in all businesses, we have transformation costs, for example, in which we have a labor cost, energy cost. So there are some costs you can easily directly attack. So you need to eliminate them completely. But there are some costs you cannot eliminate. For example, machine depreciation. You have a machine, so you have to assume some cost of depreciation of the machine. There are some fixed structural costs of the management you cannot eliminate. Okay, so there are some variable costs in terms of the labor which you can attack in case if you are overly staffed. Okay, so there are always some costs in every business in terms of value adding, non-value adding, and semi-value adding, which you need to decide and know very well to decide that what you want to eliminate and reduce and optimize. Because value adding also you can improve, because for example the raw material you are using, maybe you are consuming a lot of material because of high waste, or we are having many rejections. Yeah. So the loss model basically is a tool which will help you know all your business potentials, to understand that what need to be done. So you will develop a master plan based on that, and then you will plan your activities accordingly. The question which was being asked, that how you will make sure that what we need to work on, what teams to start, what pillars to be launched. This is something you will know once you know your total business picture, which means that you will do the analysis of every single bucket in your TDC, in your total delivered cost, or in your cost of goods sold, in terms of volumes, in terms of oil loss, in terms of labor loss, in terms of energy, in terms of fluids, in case if you are using material losses, maintenance costs, logistics costs, and the cost of the rejections from the customers or claims. So you do the analysis and you find out the potential in these losses, that what you can eliminate, and that will help you find out to develop a master plan which you will use to help you deliver your business in terms of the target you are looking for, to help your P&L, profit and loss statement. And then you will decide, once you know your potential, that what pillars we need and why we need, and what methodologies you really need to deliver and why. Okay. So going deep into this, every KPI that, okay, you add value. So every KPI has something you cannot eliminate, and every KPI has some losses you can eliminate. So you need to really evaluate every single KPI to understand that what are the losses in terms of potential you can attack, and what losses you cannot attack. So every loss, every kind of KPI, there is a world-class level, or which is in many cases a technological limitation For example, in the waste, packaging companies can understand very well that they have some kind of trim waste, whatever packaging material they are producing. So there is a limit of the machine that the machine needs some extra material on the sides to be trimmed to produce the right product. Okay. So there is always a world-class level which you need to always know, because that will only help you know that you have really losses to be eliminated from this level to this level. So you will then go and deep into the losses and try to find out the potential losses which you can eliminate based on your analysis. So potential losses are the losses which you can consider as a low hanging fruit, the losses you can eliminate very quickly in the shortest time frame. Okay, so you can use the methodology, you can attack it. So, and there are some losses you need to invest. For example, you know that the machine has some limitation. So you can say some losses I know very well, but I cannot eliminate now. So I will consider them for the future purpose. Okay, that which will be considered as the future losses for me to attack them. Then you can see the example of the OE and the waste. So you, for example, you set a targets, and then this target, you do the analysis of this gap, and then you find out the potential. There will be always some gap here for sure. That is might be a technological limitation that you cannot go further this, because, for example, you have some changeovers. You cannot eliminate the changeovers, for example. So there is some OE losses which you may not eliminate always, or maybe you always just start producing one single product, so you don't stop at all. So there is always some losses you can never eliminate. Similarly, the waste and other KPIs. So how you do that basically? So every loss, you need to have loss and targets. So every loss you go deep into to find the top losses. For example, you have a site level of OE, like the manufacturing level. Then you say, okay, my top losses are in different departments. This department is having the biggest loss, and this department is contributing at the second level, this department at the third level. Then you go in specific department further down to the loss mode level. So what kind of losses I have in this department in terms of maybe breakdowns, short stops, speed loss, or whatever else, process issues. Okay, so so you go to the loss mode level, and then you go further down in the loss mode to the level of short stop. For example, which area I have the highest number of short stop, which other area has, so I attack which area has the highest stop. So I have 5 machines, for example, and this machine, for example, is giving us the major short stop, or this machine is giving me highest number of breakdowns, or this machine is giving me the highest speed loss. So I will pick this loss, or maybe I will pick all the losses and I will put them here, but I will pick the priority losses. Again, the same point at how you will choose what loss you need to eliminate. So that's why it's extremely important that you need to know your overall business cost drivers, and you do a cost model to ensure that you know every project, how much is the magnitude you will get as a outcome of the project execution. So it's very important you deliver. Are you guys listening? Huh? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. Yes. I need to keep checking now. Okay. So once you are clear, then you make your master plan with a clear ownership that what are the projects, who will do these projects, and what will be the impact so of the KPI. Let me just so it's a clear that what will be the impact of the KPIs. You can even get it here that what was the situation and how much is the loss elimination from this KPI and where can you get it. And even you need to make a plan to make sure that, because you don't have unlimited resources, you need to make sure that every project is done in a way that we always will have the resource availability to deliver these projects. So what is the outcome? That you have one agenda, which you will be discussing in your steering committee meeting, that these are our top projects. Okay, sorry, just a minute. So these are the biggest pains. So what should be done as a first priority? So maybe sometime in some cases you may deprioritize this project and prioritize this project, because maybe this project is more important because it is directly impacting to our product quality, and the customer is not happy. So maybe this project is not giving a better saving, but because of the reputation of the business, because of customer, I may prioritize this project. I may even prioritize this project in case if the impact of this is really a company reputation or getting better business. Like, because if this maybe this customer is new and he really want us to give us better lead time, so this is a loss, small loss, but it will give me a growth to my business. So again, this is all a discussion of the steering committee meeting, which you will do a monthly basis with all the pillar leaders, and department manager would be sitting and reviewing all this to say that are we really what projects should be prioritized